Another big day in the Wheels Through Time shop. Every day is a big day here at Wheels Through Time. We're going to be starting a motorcycle for the very first time. This is Steve. A lot of you guys know Steve from behind the camera. Now he's in front. Today's a huge day. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. It's been, what, 3 years now?
3 years. So we've taken this from a motor, started with an engine. We got this out of the Texas pile, Abilene, Kent's Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
We got this engine. Started out as just a motor, rusty old crusty thing, frozen up, hadn't run in who knows how long, didn't even know what bike it came from. And Steve and I decided Steve needs an old motorcycle. He's been seeing us fire up these old bikes, watching my dad, watching everybody come in here on old motorcycles, knew he wanted one, and he picked a great motor to start with. And as you guys can see, the finished product looks pretty incredible. Today's the day we're going to find out if it runs as incredibly as it looks. So Steve, like, what are you feeling, man? What are you?
Well, I'm really happy with the way it came out. It's tall. It's got the 19-inch wheels, Flanders bars. It'll make it really easy for riding through the mountains. Yeah. Having an old bike, flathead has got to be the way to go. As a first old bike, super easy to maintain. You know, so that's going to be fun.
Tons of torque, 4-speed transmission. He's got the long front end. Like he said, the 19-inch wheels. This thing's absolutely going to be a mountain climbing machine. Flanders bars. So all the coolest stuff you can put on a bike we got loaded onto Steve's machine. Bumped it from 80 cubic inches or 74 cubic inches to 80 inches. The motor's a what, a 19?
It's a 1944 U, but it's bored out to be a UL. So
you bored out to be a ULH, so the H is the 80. So, guys, we're going to put some gas in this thing. You guys are going to see it happen for the very first time. We're going to get some genuine reactions from a guy's very first old motorcycle. Let's see how it starts. You going to kick it or me?
I want to kick it.
All right. Good answer.
It's my bike. I got to try it.
Too cool, man. So they made the ULs from 1937 to 1948. This is a war era UL. They actually didn't even make any civilian bikes during that time. Special use permit was required to get a bike, a brand new bike, during, maybe 1940, late 42, 43, 44, and some of 45. So this bike could have been a military machine, could have been like a civilian or a municipal vehicle, police department, something like that. We've rebuilt it in bobber fashion. So short fenders, snazzy paint job, like we said, the tall wheels, those Flanders bars with the rubber mounted risers, some of our favorite stuff to use, classic cat eye dash. So a lot of this bike is genuine 1940s stuff. We built this thing to ride, though, or Steve built this thing to ride. So it was a pretty neat setup. When I built the engine, everything inside, the motor was locked, but everything inside was like brand new. So the cams, the flywheels, the connecting rods, pistons had some place. So we ended up reboring it out to 80 cubic inches, putting some bigger pistons in. Had our guy Ken, and you guys have heard me talk about Ken over and over, rebalance the crank. 4-speed transmission with close ratio gears. This thing ought to honk. We're ready to fire it right now. So let's see. We got headlight, we got tail light. Beautiful. High, low beam. Okay, so turn the fuel on, Steve. Now you guys know, you've heard us talk about the starting procedure on these motorcycles. Fuel on. Wait for that float to fill up a little bit. We're going to choke it 3 times. Holy cow.
Got compression.
Oh, wait, you got gas, man. So this thing's going to fire right up. Give it 2 kicks. Go. Ooh, it's right there.
Woo.
A little bit more retard.
Yeah.
Okay, jump on it. Heel down, foot on the brake. Yeah. Bingo. the thing about this bike, guys, every single nut and bolt of this motorcycle, we've finessed and massaged. You know, when the bikes never know each other, or excuse me, when the parts never know each other, you got to take extra time and care making sure the fit and finish of everything works perfect. We took a lot of time on this. It's been a 3-year build. We've, you know, really been deliberate in the process, and turns out really nice when you take your time, guys. So fire it up again. I bet you it's a 1-kick bike. Full retard.
Yeah.
Yep. Toe down. Yep.
Damn, got him. Nice. Yeah, easy. Seems happy.
Yeah, it does. Awesome, dude.
That's awesome.
What a win. That's a success story right there.
It sounds great. Feels good. It's
Yeah,
really,
well, dude, it's a ton. That's the thing about the flatheads, man. Is there's so much torque with this bike. You can run down the road 70 miles an hour with relative ease. I think if I remember right, we did a 23 motor sprocket, 24 tooth trans sprocket. So this thing is gonna honk. It'll run 70 all day. You know, it'd probably wind out to 95 mile an hour the way that it's geared. But
good.
Yeah,
None of us like going slow.
No, we don't go slow around here. This is wheels through time. You see them everywhere we go is 80 miles an hour. All right, let's go.
Feel good?